Hello, my dear student. Welcome to the subject name is business environment. Today we are going to discuss about the privatization. As you know that privatization is basically a feature of new economic policy. We can also call it as economic reform. And economic reform has three features, that is liberalization that we have discussed in the earlier section or their lecture, and second feature is privatization, and third feature is globalization. And today we are going to discuss about the second feature of the economic new economic policy in 1991, that is a privatization. So let's start with the content part. Today we are going to discuss about the challenging which are faced by the public sector undertaking in India, or you can say the public sector enterprise. क्या क्या challenges face कर रहे हैं? Government initiative for the PSU, public sector undertaking. What is the meaning of privatization? Objective of privatization, ways of privatization. There are the two ways: transfer of ownership and disinvestment. Impact of privatization means advantages of privatization and the example and the difference between the privatization and the disinvestment. Now start with the public sector and the private sector. Before starting the private sector, let's start with the public sector. What do you mean by the public sector? The government-owned corporation are termed as public sector undertaking. When the government own the corporation, and that corporation is known as public sector undertaking in India. In PSU, majority of 51 or more percent paid share capital is held by the central government. Maximum more than the 51% of the share when the government take, that sector is known as PSU. And you can say that PSU sector under the, you can say the under uh, under the control of the government of India, that sector is known as PSU. Simply speaking, we can say that privatization means permitting the private sector to set up the industries where they previously reserved for the public sector. Whenever the privatization is basically a process where the public sector is converted into the private sector, and under this policy, many PSU were sold to private sector. The privatization is basically a process when the PSU sold to private sector. That process is known as privatization. The main reason for privatization was currency of the PSU was running in loss. Means maximum PSU are not getting enough profit from their business. That's why the privatization is occur. And you can see that why the PSU is not making profit or running from the loss due to the political interferences. The major work cannot be worked independently. The manager cannot work independently, and the production capacity remained underutilized. To increase the competition and efficiency, need of privatization was felt. That's why the privatization came into the picture. But before starting the privatization, again we have to understand what is the challenges that PSU is facing. There are the few challenges that PSU is currently running off. That is a problem in administration, like poor policy making, poor execution in the public sector, overstaffing, very high operation costs, lack of realistic and proper licensing policy, lack of vision, motivation among the employees, waste of resources, and underutilization of the resources in the public sector. This is a main a poor problem in administration in the public sector. The second challenge in that PSU is facing, that failure in objective of the capital and public sector formation. The role of the public sector in collecting, saving, and investing them during the planning year is very important. So we can say that it is a failure of objective formation for in public capital and public sector formation. PSU were formed for a create million of jobs. Definitely, the PSU was the basic aim of the PSU is to create a million of jobs to fight obvious problem of unemployment. But however, the number of people are unemployed are without employment, and it is a survey that show that how many people are still unemployed uh, due to the public sector, or public sector aim not fulfilled. The aim is to create a maximum job, but the PSU not able to provide maximum job to the people. In some of the public sector there is a problem of surplus manpower. Public sector में mostly some people are surplus, and surplus manpower is creating a loss to the that particular organization. Means the unit cost of production is increasing. So you can say that the some of the public sector enterprise, particularly some of the loss incurring enterprises of the sector, are suffering from the endowment constraint as the selection of site of the enterprise. Maximum selection of the site of the enterprises were done by the public political consideration rather than the rational consideration, without knowing where the exact site of the enterprise should be, instead of taking into uh, uh, consideration of the and public sector uh, need. uh, the selection of site is totally based on the political consideration, and that is the reason of the PSU loss. Underutilization of the production capacity are one of the most common constraints from which the almost all the public sector enterprises are suffering, and some of the public sector enterprises in India are suffering from the technological gap. It means that mostly the public sector enterprise or the public sector unit could not adopt updated technology in an advanced way, or they take time, and this time is create a huge loss to that particular organization or particular public sector. And this is a basic reason that the privatization need is arise. Now, what are the main government initiative has taken to help the PSU sector? They are the following steps that government has taken, like granting greater managerial autonomy to the board of PSU. बोर्ड ऑफ PSU को maximum managerial autonomy दे दी गई and could significant boost their performance, and they can take independent decision without any kind of influence. And the government also set up the board for reconstruction of the public sector enterprises. Board of reconstruction basically are the board who help to revive the sick companies or the sick public sector. So this board is basically made for reviving of the sick company. Another initiative that for the PSU, that is a government move to consolidate 10 public bank is converted into the 4 large banks, so that the operation efficiency, governance, and the accountability and facilities effectiveness can be monitored easily. And the government is considering issue of the retirement age and revision of the age wages of the public sector employees. They also considering the issue of the retirement के issue को consider कर रही हैं, and as well as revision of wages को consider कर रही हैं, so that the PSU can easily revive from the sick unit. Now, another thing or another initiative that government has taken, that privatization of the PSU, like Bharat Petroleum Corporation, Shipping Corporation of India, THDC, NIPCO, will now be privatized, as the government will sell its entire stake from its public sector units, and that's why the privatization of the public sector is arise. Now the प्राइवेटाइजेशन क्यों आया? क्योंकि पब्लिक सेक्टर में लॉस हो रहा था, इसीलिए जो भी पब्लिक सेक्टर जब प्राइवेट सेक्टर में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है उसी को क्या बोलते हैं? प्राइवेटाइजेशन। द ट्रांसफर ऑफ ओनरशिप, प्राइवेटाइजेशन में ओनरशिप का ट्रांसफर, मैनेजमेंट का और कंट्रोल। पब्लिक सेक्टर का ओनरशिप, मैनेजमेंट और कंट्रोल जब प्राइवेट सेक्टर में जाता है उसी को क्या बोलते हैं? Privatization. Privatization is basically when the government owned businesses or operation or the property become owned by the private, that is known as privatization. It generally help the government save money and increase efficiency, where the private company can move goods quicker and more efficiently. The company give up the name limited and start using the private limited in the last name. Whenever the public sector is converted into the private sector, that is recognized by limited word. Privatization of the public sector company by selling off of part of equity of the public sector to the public is known as disinvestment. Whenever the public sector company is selling off the part of the public sector to the public, sorry, I have put it here public, but you have to mention here is private. जब भी public sector का कुछ हिस्सा सेलिंग ऑफ पार्ट ऑफ इक्विटी पब्लिक सेक्टर का प्राइवेट को जाता है, इसी को बोलते हैं डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट। तो यहाँ पर आपको बहुत इम्पोर्टेंटली ध्यान देना है, जब भी पीएसयू का कुछ हिस्सा, पार्ट इक्विटी का, पब्लिक सेक्टर का कुछ इक्विटी का पार्ट प्राइवेट को जाता है, दैट नोन एज डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट। Feature of privatization, the transfer of ownership, that is the first feature. It means the property is transferred to the private sector. Second feature is lack of government interference. It means reduce the indulgence and interference of the government within the activity of the company. And the third one is the economic democracy. It means dilute the monopoly and allow the private democratically. Objective of the privatization. Basically there are the two basic important objective of the privatization. That first one is providing strong momentum for the inflow of the FDI. FDI को inflow को increase करना, that is the first motive of the privatization. It means privatization aim as providing a strong base for inflow of the FDI. FDI means फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट। जो फॉरेन कंपनीज को इंडिया में इनवाइट किया जाता है, उन्हें इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए इनवाइट किया जाता है ताकि वो मैक्सिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट करे। उससे क्या होगा, इनफ्लो ऑफ इन एफडीआई से क्या होगा, कंपनी फॉरेन करेंसी आएगी, फॉरेन करेंसी आएगी तो इंडिया की करेंसी बढ़ेगी और मैक्सिमम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, मैक्सिमम कंपनी जब प्राइवेटाइजेशन बढ़ेगा तो मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट कंपनी और कंट्रीज को मिलेगा। एंड द सेकेंड objective of the privatization, that is improving efficiency of the public sector undertaking, and public sector की improvement को improve करना, that is also motive of privatization, and that's why the efficiency of PSU is improved by giving the autonomy to the main decision। PSU को independently autonomy दे दो और उनको स्पेशल कैटेगरी दे दी नवरत्न और मिनी रत्न से, so that they get an independent autonomy and they can make independent decision। तो ये एक मेन मोटिव था प्राइवेटाइजेशन का। अनदर मोटिव इज इंक्रीज कंपटीशन, प्रमोट मार्केट डायनेमिक विदाउट इंटरफेरेंस ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इंटरफेरेंस। And now what is the ways of the privatization? There are the basically two ways. You have to mention two ways of privatization. That is a transfer of ownership and disinvestment. Transfer of ownership means जब भी पब्लिक सेक्टर PSU जो होती है उसका जो ओनरशिप होता है वो ट्रांसफर हो जाता है प्राइवेट को, दैट इज नोन एज ट्रांसफर ऑफ ओनरशिप, that is known as privatization। disinvestment means जब भी पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग जो होती है, जो PSU होती है, whenever the PSU सिर्फ अपना कुछ हिस्सा, सेल ऑफ पार्ट ऑफ इक्विटी ऑफ PSU, जब अपना कुछ सेल करती है, कुछ हिस्सा, सेल ऑफ पार्ट, ओनली पार्ट, कुछ हिस्सा जैसे 10%, 40%, 50% जब प्राइवेट को दे देती है उसको क्या बोलते हैं, डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट। तो यहाँ पर ये आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए कि जब भी सेलिंग ऑफ की बात करेंगे दैट इज अ डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट, और जब ओनरशिप और मैनेजमेंट और कंट्रोल की बात करेंगे उसका ट्रांसफर होता है, दैट इज प्राइवेटाइजेशन। Now moving toward the another point, that is a sixth method of privatization. There are the six methods. First one is denationalization. It involves complete sale of the public sector to the private sector. Disinvestment means sale of the part of the equity of the public sector to the private sector. And the management contract, it means transfer of management of the public enterprise to the private sector. And the fourth one is joint venture. It means joint ventureship of the government and the private sector। लीजिंग में क्या होता है, लेटिंग आउट द फिजिकल एसेट। जब पब्लिक सेक्टर अपने फिजिकल एसेट प्राइवेट को दे देती है उसको लीजिंग बोलते हैं। फ्रेंचाइजिंग का मतलब होता है जब भी पब्लिक सेक्टर अपने ब्रांड नेम को प्राइवेट सेक्टर को दे देती है, दैट इज नोन एज फ्रेंचाइजिंग। एंड दे आर द सम एडवांटेजेस ऑफ द प्राइवेटाइजेशन: improved performance, better customer service, improved management, rid of the political interaction, and the attraction of the investment. And there I have mentioned some example of the privatization. So this is all for today now. Thank you, my dear student.